Chosen one, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt overlooked, unworthy, or misunderstood by the world? Yet deep inside, you carried the sense that you were created for something greater? Have you ever wondered why, despite rejection and scars, you still rise with strength no one can explain? If that speaks to you, then listen closely. This message is not for everyone. It is only for the chosen ones. If you are not chosen, you will not understand it. But if you are, your spirit already knows this word has arrived at the perfect time. God is speaking directly to you. You are my masterpiece. You are not an accident. You are not random. You are a handcrafted design shaped by the Creator himself. Every hardship, every trial, every tear has been woven into your identity, making you unique and priceless in His sight. When heaven looks at you, it does not see failure. It sees beauty, resilience, and divine purpose shining through you. This is more than just a video. It is a divine message. It will awaken your spirit and remind you of your worth as a chosen one. Before we go further, comment 777 or 666, whichever number resonates in your heart. Make sure you subscribe, tap the bell icon, and share this with another chosen one who needs to hear they are God's masterpiece. All of it carries significance. Nothing is wasted. And so it is with your life. Every moment, every joy, every pain, every scar has been a brushstroke in the hands of God. You may look at yourself and see flaws, mistakes, or imperfections, but God looks at you and sees a divine work of art in progress. The world may call you broken, but heaven calls you chosen. The world may see scars, but heaven sees the beauty those scars created. Being a masterpiece also means you are unique. No one else carries your exact spirit, your exact journey, your exact calling. You are irreplaceable. You may have been compared to others, rejected by people, or overlooked in places where you thought you belonged. But the truth is, you were never meant to blend in. Masterpieces do not belong in the crowd. They are set apart, displayed, and preserved because of their value. That is why you often feel different from those around you. It is not a curse. It is proof of your identity. Chosen one, your worth cannot be measured by human standards. People may judge you by your past, by your mistakes, or by your present circumstances, but their opinions hold no power over heaven's truth. You are not defined by where you came from or what you have done. You are defined by the one who created you, and He calls you His masterpiece. That means your value is eternal, untouchable, and unshakable. The enemy will always try to convince you otherwise. He will whisper lies, telling you that you are not good enough, that your flaws disqualify you, that your pain makes you worthless. But understand this, even in your brokenness, you are beautiful in the eyes of God. Just as an artist treasures a painting with layers of complexity, God treasures you because every layer of your story reveals His glory. What the enemy calls broken, God calls complete. What the enemy calls ruined, God calls redeemed. Chosen ones often struggle with feeling out of place. You may have asked yourself, why don't I fit in? Or, why am I always misunderstood? That is because masterpieces are not for everyone. Not everyone has the eyes to recognize true value. Some will mishandle you, some will reject you, and some will try to diminish you. But none of that changes who you are. Even if the world cannot see your worth, heaven does. Even if people walk away, God's eyes never leave you. A masterpiece also carries purpose. It is not just created to exist. It is created to inspire, to reveal, to reflect the heart of its creator. Your life carries that same purpose. You are here to reveal God's love, His strength, His resilience, and His light to the world around you. That is why you have endured what others could not. That is why you survived storms that should have broken you. You are here as living proof of divine power. Your very existence is a testimony. Chosen one, you must also understand that masterpieces take time. God has been shaping you, molding you, and refining you. That process has not always been easy. Some of you have cried, asking why your journey has been so hard. But remember this, great works of art are not created in an instant. They are crafted carefully, layer by layer. The pressure you have endured, the trials you have faced, the delays you have suffered, all of it has been part of the process. You are not behind schedule. You are right on time. When you embrace the truth of being God's masterpiece, you begin to live differently. You no longer chase validation from people who cannot see your worth. You no longer fear rejection because you know who you are in God's eyes. You no longer carry shame because your scars are proof of survival, not symbols of failure. You walk boldly knowing that you are a reflection of heaven's beauty. So hear this clearly, chosen one. You are not ordinary. You are not forgotten. And you are not a mistake. You are God's masterpiece. Every detail of your life has been crafted with purpose. Every trial has added depth. Every victory has added color. Every tear has added beauty. You are rare, you are priceless, and you are set apart. And every time you rise, every time you refuse to quit, every time you walk with faith, heaven looks upon you with joy. God smiles because when he sees you, he sees the masterpiece he created, shaped by the Creator's hands. Chosen one, when God calls you his masterpiece, he is not only declaring your value, he is also declaring the process by which you were formed. A masterpiece is not made in a moment. It is shaped, refined, and perfected by the careful hands of the Creator. Every trial you have endured, every disappointment you have faced, every tear you have cried, has been part of the shaping. You may not have understood it at the time, but the potter's hands were upon you, molding you into the vessel he designed from the beginning. Think about how clay is shaped. The potter presses, pulls, and reshapes it again and again. At times, the pressure feels unbearable. At times, the spinning wheel feels endless. But without the pressure, without the wheel, without the reshaping, the clay would remain formless. So it is with you, chosen one. The pressure you have felt in life has not been meant to destroy you, but to define you. The struggles you endured were not wasted. They were part of your design. God's hands have been steady upon you, even in your hardest seasons. Prophetic dreams often reveal glimpses of this shaping process. Some of you have dreamt of fire, storms, or battles. These are spiritual messages showing the refining of your spirit. Fire purifies gold. Storms test the foundation. Battles strengthen the warrior. In the same way, your dreams remind you that what you go through is not punishment. It is preparation. God allows you to see these images so that you understand the bigger picture. He is shaping you layer by layer into his masterpiece. Angelic visitations also confirm the shaping process. At moments when you felt broken, an angelic presence may have come to remind you of your strength. Perhaps in a dream, you saw yourself being lifted, clothed, or handed something significant. These encounters were not random. They were heaven's way of saying, do not fear the shaping. You are in the hands of the Master. Even when you felt abandoned, heaven was near. The shaping has always been accompanied by divine protection. The Creator shapes his masterpieces through trials, because only trials reveal strength. Rejection has taught you resilience. Delays have taught you patience. Loss has taught you gratitude. Pain has taught you compassion. Each lesson has added depth to your character. Without those lessons, you would not carry the wisdom and authority you walk in today. What others call suffering, heaven calls shaping. What others see as brokenness, God sees as beauty and progress. Chosen one, you must also realize that God shapes differently those he values highly. Ordinary vessels are made quickly, but masterpieces take time. That is why your journey has not looked like others. While they seem to advance easily, you were placed in seasons of waiting, pruning, and testing. But that is because your calling carries greater weight. The more valuable the masterpiece, the more intricate the shaping. The delay was never denial. It was design. Spiritual encounters often occur in these shaping seasons. You may have felt sudden conviction to let go of certain people, habits, or environments. That was not your imagination. That was the Creator removing what could contaminate his masterpiece. At the time, you may have resisted. You may have asked, why do I have to lose this? But chosen one, the potter knows what the vessel cannot see. He knew what would weaken you, so he removed it. And though it hurt, it preserved your strength. The truth is, being shaped by the Creator's hands is rarely comfortable. It stretches you, challenges you, and forces you to release control. But chosen one, you can trust those hands. The same hands that formed the universe are the hands that shaped you. The same hands that hold the stars in place are the hands that held you when you thought you would break. You are not in random hands. You are in divine hands. And those hands never make mistakes. Look back over your life. Can you see it now? Can you see how the heartbreaks gave you deeper compassion? How the struggles made you stronger? How the losses opened doors for better? How the delays saved you from disaster? That was the shaping. Every painful chapter was a brushstroke. Every closed door was a sculpting cut. Every rejection was a refining fire. And now you are standing stronger, wiser, and more radiant because of it. Chosen one, the truth is this: God did not allow the pain to define you. He allowed it to shape you. You are not the same person you once were. You have been refined. You have been molded. You have been prepared. You are the masterpiece of the Master's hand. And every time you refuse to quit in the middle of shaping, every time you surrender to the process, God smiles, for he sees not just where you are, but what you are becoming. So do not resist the shaping. Do not despise the pressure. Do not fear the fire. Trust the hands that formed you. Trust the process that is perfecting you. Trust the Creator who calls you his masterpiece. Because when the shaping is complete, when the refining is finished, you will stand as living proof that nothing in your life was wasted. Every trial was necessary. Every battle was worth it. Every tear was part of the design. And chosen one, when heaven looks at you now, it does not see the broken clay. It sees the masterpiece shaped by divine hands carrying beauty, strength, and purpose beyond measure. Angelic visitations that affirm your worth. Chosen one of the most powerful confirmations of your identity as God's masterpiece comes through angelic visitations. When heaven sends its messengers, it is not random. It is intentional. Angels do not waste their time. They are dispatched with purpose, sent directly into the lives of those who are chosen, those who carry an assignment too important to walk without divine protection. And every time you experience such a visitation, it is heaven affirming, you are valuable, you are loved, you are a masterpiece in the eyes of God. Have you ever felt a sudden peace sweep over you when you were at your breaking point? Have you ever experienced comfort that had no explanation or help that came out of nowhere at just the right time? Those are angelic visitations. Sometimes they come in dreams where you see radiant figures offering guidance, protection, or encouragement. Other times they manifest in the natural through strangers who appear briefly to assist you and then disappear, or through subtle interventions that rescue you from danger without you realizing it fully until later. Angels walk closely with the chosen ones because the weight of their calling demands constant reinforcement. For many chosen ones, these angelic encounters happen in prophetic dreams. You may dream of being handed a key, a scroll, or a crown. You may see yourself being lifted out of danger, clothed in white garments or surrounded by light. These are not mere images of imagination. They are divine confirmations of your worth. Heaven is showing you who you are in the spirit, even if the world has failed to recognize it. God uses angels as living messages, sent to remind you that your scars do not diminish you, your battles do not disqualify you, and your worth is untouched by rejection. Sometimes angelic visitations are not seen but felt. You wake in the night and sense a presence in the room, one that does not bring fear but peace. You pray, and suddenly you feel strength flooding back into your soul. You are driving, and a near accident is avoided by what feels like impossible timing. These moments are not coincidence. They are evidence of heaven's hand upon your life. Chosen one, if you are truly God's masterpiece, then heaven will guard you as such. And angels are the guardians of that promise. Why are these visitations so important? Because the enemy often tries to convince chosen ones that they are abandoned or forgotten. He plants lies in your mind, whispering that God has left you, that your struggles are proof of neglect. But angelic visitations break those lies. They remind you that you are not only remembered, you are surrounded. Every time an angel strengthens you, every time you sense that divine presence, it is a clear sign that you are too important to be forsaken. Chosen one, you must pay attention to these encounters. Do not dismiss them as imagination. Angels have been sent throughout history to deliver God's messages, and they continue to walk with the chosen today. You may not always see them with your eyes, but you will know them by the peace, clarity, and assurance they bring. They are heaven's way of saying, "We see you, we are with you. You are God's treasure." And here is the deeper truth. Every angelic visitation is God smiling at you. It is his way of saying, "I love you too much to let you walk alone." Angels are sent to masterpieces because masterpieces must be protected. Your worth is not only in what you carry now, but in what you will release into the world. Heaven invests in you because your life is vital to the divine plan. So the next time you feel that unexplainable peace, the next time you dream of light, the next time you are rescued by what seems like chance, pause and remember, you are not ordinary. You are chosen. You are God's masterpiece, and heaven itself is assigned to affirm it. Spiritual encounters that reveal identity. Chosen one of the most undeniable signs that you are God's masterpiece is the way heaven reveals your identity through spiritual encounters. These encounters are moments where the natural and the supernatural collide, where you sense something beyond explanation, guiding, teaching, or awakening you. They are not accidents. They are not imagination. They are God's way of whispering into your spirit, "This is who you are. This is how I see you." For many chosen ones, spiritual encounters happen in prayer or moments of stillness. You may hear a voice in your spirit that does not sound like your own thoughts, clear, gentle, yet firm. It gives direction when you are confused or peace when you are anxious. That is a divine message. Others experience visions, flashes of images, symbolic scenes that linger in the mind and heart long after. These visions are not meaningless. They are heaven's confirmation of your value. Each one is a reminder that you are not just surviving. You are walking in divine purpose as God's masterpiece. Sometimes spiritual encounters manifest as sudden awareness of God's presence. You may be sitting in silence and suddenly tears stream down your face, though you do not know why. That is your spirit recognizing the presence of the one who made you. At other times, you may feel a heaviness leave you while worshiping, or an overwhelming strength rise up in you when you felt too weak to continue. These are encounters designed to show you that you are never alone, that heaven is near, and that your identity is anchored in divine love. Prophetic dreams are another form of these encounters. Chosen ones often see themselves doing things in dreams that reflect their spiritual calling, leading, healing, speaking, fighting, or rising above obstacles. These are not just dreams. They are prophetic glimpses of the masterpiece God is unveiling. They are heaven's way of letting you taste the future, so you will not lose hope in the present. At times, spiritual encounters come through other people. A stranger may speak words that pierce your heart, as though they were meant specifically for you. Someone may confirm what you already felt in your spirit without knowing anything about your situation. These are not coincidences. They are divine messages delivered through earthly vessels. When you are chosen, God ensures you hear what you need to hear, even if it comes through unexpected mouths. But chosen one, here is what you must understand. These encounters are not just for comfort, they are also for identity. They are heaven's way of shaping how you see yourself. The world may call you weak, but a spiritual encounter will remind you of your strength. People may try to label you as broken, but a divine message will remind you that you are whole in God's eyes. Life may make you feel forgotten, but a prophetic dream or angelic whisper will remind you that you are deeply seen and treasured. Every encounter is a brushstroke revealing the masterpiece of who you are. Many chosen ones struggle with doubt. You may wonder, did I really experience that? Was that truly God? The enemy wants you to question it, because if you doubt the encounter, you will doubt your identity. But chosen one, learn to trust the Spirit. You will know a true encounter by the fruit it leaves. If it brings peace, direction, strength, or conviction, then it came from heaven. God will never confuse you. He will confirm you. Spiritual encounters also carry responsibility. When God shows you something, He expects you to act on it. If He warns you through a dream, you must pray. If He nudges you to speak, you must obey. If He calls you to let something go, you must release it. These encounters are not random. They are assignments. They reveal your identity as one trusted with heaven's messages, and with that trust comes accountability. Chosen one, embrace these encounters. Write them down, pray over them, treasure them. They are not just passing moments. They are building blocks of your destiny. Each one is a reminder that you are God's masterpiece in motion. You are seen, guided, and affirmed daily by heaven itself. So when the world tries to strip away your identity, remember what you have experienced. Remember the voice that calmed you, the vision that strengthened you, the dream that directed you, the presence that surrounded you. Remember every divine message that reminded you of your worth. For these encounters are proof that you are chosen, you are priceless, and you are exactly who God says you are, the beauty of prophetic dreams. Chosen one of the most beautiful ways God speaks to His chosen is through prophetic dreams. These dreams are not ordinary. They are heaven's language wrapped in symbols and visions that go far beyond imagination. While others may dismiss their dreams as meaningless, the chosen ones know when they have encountered something divine. They awaken with a weight on their spirit, a sense that what they saw was not just a dream, but a divine message, an instruction or encouragement sent directly from the throne of God. Prophetic dreams carry beauty because they remind you that you are not forgotten. God speaks to you in the night when distractions are silenced and your heart is most open. He whispers to your spirit through images, symbols, and encounters that cannot be erased. Some chosen ones see themselves climbing, flying, or walking through new doors, signs of spiritual elevation and breakthrough. Others dream of storms, floods, or battles, signs of warfare and testing. Yet whether the dream reveals challenge or triumph, its beauty lies in its purpose, to remind you that heaven is guiding you step by step. These dreams also carry intimacy. Think about it. The creator of the universe chooses to step into your subconscious and show you glimpses of your destiny. That alone proves how valuable you are. Prophetic dreams are not for everyone. They are for those God trusts with deeper revelation. You are his masterpiece, and part of that design is being trusted with visions of what is to come. Every dream is a confirmation of your unique calling. Chosen one, prophetic dreams also carry strategy. They do not only encourage, they instruct. Some dreams warn you of danger ahead, giving you the chance to pray with authority. Others reveal opportunities, nudging you to prepare for the next season. Still others show you spiritual truths, reminders that you are not just flesh and blood, but spirit and destiny. This is the beauty of these dreams. They not only lift your heart, they sharpen your discernment. Many chosen ones experience angelic visitations in their dreams. You may see radiant beings handing you scrolls, keys, crowns, or garments. These are prophetic symbols, affirming your worth and revealing your identity. A scroll may represent revelation, a crown authority, a garment purity and covering, a key access to doors long shut. These symbols are heaven's reminders that you are equipped, chosen, and empowered to walk as God's masterpiece. Do not dismiss these encounters. Write them down, pray over them, and seek understanding. Sometimes prophetic dreams carry repetition. You may dream of the same scene or symbol multiple times. This is not coincidence. It is urgency. Heaven is emphasizing something you must not ignore. Joseph, Daniel, and others in Scripture were guided by repeated dreams, and so are the chosen today. When God repeats himself, it is because he is confirming the message and calling you to respond. The beauty is that he trusts you enough to give the message more than once. Chosen one, you may also experience dreams that feel heavy, dreams of attack, danger, or being chased. These are not meant to instill fear, but awareness. They are reminders that you carry great spiritual weight and the enemy desires to stop you. Yet even in these dreams, beauty exists because they reveal the unseen battles being fought for your soul. They remind you to pray, to stand, to resist. And every time you respond with faith, heaven smiles because you are proving again that you cannot be broken. The beauty of prophetic dreams is also in how they sustain you. Many of you know the experience of almost giving up, and then God sends you a dream that reignites your spirit. A dream of victory, of light breaking through darkness, of walking into newness, and suddenly you find strength again. That is no accident. It is heaven reminding you of your future when your present feels unbearable. These dreams are like divine fuel, keeping you moving when the world says you should quit. Chosen one, never take your dreams lightly. They are not random flickers of the mind. They are threads woven into the masterpiece of your destiny. Record them, honor them, pray into them. The more you treasure them, the more revelation heaven will entrust to you. Prophetic dreams are part of your spiritual inheritance, proof that you are not walking blind, but guided by divine vision. So when you wake from a dream that stirs your soul, pause and give thanks. Heaven chose to speak to you. Heaven chose to reveal its secrets to you. Heaven chose to strengthen you in the night. That is beauty beyond words. And as you hold on to these dreams, remember, they are not only visions of what is coming, they are affirmations of who you already are. God's masterpiece. Trials that add to the design. Chosen one. When God calls you his masterpiece, he is not ignoring the pain you have endured. He is not overlooking the scars, the struggles, the rejections, and the tears. In fact, those very trials are part of the design. A masterpiece is not created with a single stroke. It is layered with color, shadow, and depth. Likewise, your life has been painted with moments of joy and moments of sorrow, moments of triumph and moments of loss. And though the process has been painful, every trial has added dimension to the beauty God is unveiling in you. The chosen ones often endure more trials than others, and this is not without reason. You carry a greater purpose, so you undergo greater pressure. Diamonds are created under immense pressure, and gold is refined only in fire. So it is with you. Every season of struggle has been part of your refinement. The world may see your scars as flaws, but heaven sees them as strokes of brilliance in the masterpiece of your life. What tried to break you has become the very thing that shaped you into resilience. Rejection is one of the heaviest trials chosen ones face. You have been misunderstood,